The All Africa Business Leader Awards, in partnership with CNBC Africa, started their 2018 journey across the continent in Nairobi, Kenya, recognizing the East African region's boldest business leaders at a stylish gala dinner. The 8th annual awards honor business excellence and leaders who have made a considerable impact on their industry and community. This year, the AABLA announced finalists in East, West and Southern Africa, who will then go head-to-head in the 2018 All Africa Grand Finale, selecting an overall winner. Women business leaders dominated the East African finalist list for the 2018 All Africa Business Leader Awards. Excluding the Company of the Year category, women business leaders took up 14 slots of the 24 finalists revealed on the night. Marini Naturals founder and CEO Michelle Ntalami and Dr. Joyce Gikunda, Linton's Beauty founder, both received 2 nominations as they wait to battle it out for the continental top honors with nominees from Southern Africa and West Africa on November 29, 2018 in Johannesburg. Ntalami was also a finalist in the Young Business Leader of the Year and Industrialist of the Year categories. Other finalists in the Young Business Leader of the Year category were Tanzania's Dhruv Jog, owner and MD of Advent Construction Limited, Kenya's Gloria Michelle Otiono, founder of Resources for Kenya Consultants Limited, Marini Naturals founder and CEO Michelle Ntalami, and Lori Systems founder and CEO Josh Sandler. Dr. Gikunda received the nomination for Businesswoman of the Year and Entrepreneur of the Year categories. Other finalists in Businesswoman of the Year category were Joanne Mwangi, founder and CEO of PMS Group Limited, Joyiti Mukherjee, founder and chairperson of Software Technologies Limited, and Jane Ngige, CEO Kenya Horticultural Council. In the Entrepreneur of the Year category, Rashid Tenga, founder and CEO of Agri and Clifford, as well as Dhruv Jog, owner and MD, Advent Construction Limited, were revealed. Overall, Kenya took up the majority of the finalist slots at 12 out of the 24. Barclays Bank of Kenya CEO Jeremy Awori and NIC Bank Group CEO John Gajora were finalists for Business Leader of the Year. Rwandan Beatrice Hamza Basi, Group General Counsel at Atlas Mara, and Tiwal Gebra Miriam, Group CEO of Ethiopian Airlines, completed the finalist lists for the Business Leader of the Year category. The founder of Asali Yabibi, a Tanzanian company, Kajida Al Said, Marini Naturals founder and CEO Michelle Ntalami, and Rwandans Joy Mdungutse and Janet Mkubana, founders of Gahaya Links, were announced as finalists for the Industrialist of the Year award. The finalists for the Innovator of the Year award were Fatuma Jereko from Tanzania, founder of Proactive Solar Pumps Limited, Josh Sandler, and Regis Rugemanshuro from Rwanda, founder BK Tech House. The finalists for Company of the Year, presented by Hollard, were Ethiopian Airlines, Panessa Group, WPP Scan Group, and I&M Bank Rwanda Limited. Nana Wanjau, founder of Power Women International, was awarded the 2018 East Africa Philanthropist of the Year. The team of judges, led by Dr. Bitange Ndemo, chairman of the Department of Business Administration and professor in entrepreneurship at the University of Nairobi, had evaluated hundreds of applications, narrowing down to the finalists in the categories of Business Leader of the Year, Entrepreneur of the Year, Businesswoman of the Year, Innovator of the Year, Company of the Year presented by Hollard, Industrialist of the Year presented by the IDC, Young Business Leader of the Year presented by Lancaster University, and Philanthropist of the Year. For more information on the AABLA, visit www.ablaawards.com and follow the 8th All Africa Business Leader Awards in partnership with CNBC Africa on Twitter at AABLA Awards and hashtag AABLA 2018. Moving to West Africa, we meet the finalists who will compete with their counterparts from East and Southern Africa at the All Africa Business Leader Awards on the 29th of November. The finalists for the West Africa Young Business Leader of the Year, presented by Lancaster University. Dr. Elikem Tamaklo, Managing Director, Nyaho Medical Center. Achenyo Helen Asimegbe, CEO, Stylemark Mall Enterprises. Ronke Bamishedu, Founder, BWL Agency. The finalists for the West Africa Innovator of the Year. Dr. Raphael Obu, Director, RNG Medicine Research Lab. Bilikis Adebiyi Abiola, Founder, We Cyclers. The finalists for the West Africa Company of the Year, presented by Hollard. Zenith Bank PLC, Transcorp Hotels PLC, Seplat Petroleum Development Company PLC. The finalists for the West Africa Businesswoman of the Year. Claire Omasheye, Founder and CEO, JNC International. Amy Jadesemi, Managing Director, Lado. The finalists for the West Africa Entrepreneur of the Year. Adenike Ogunlesi, Founder, Rough and Tumble. Achenyo Helen Asimegbe, CEO, Stylemark Mall Enterprises. The awards now move on to Southern Africa, where the region's boldest leaders were recognized at a dazzling gala dinner held in Johannesburg. Who will make up the finalist pool? All will be revealed. For more information on the AABLA, visit www.ablaawards.com and follow the 8th All Africa Business Leader Awards in partnership with CNBC Africa on Twitter at AABLA Awards and hashtag AABLA 2018.
Tonight what we'll see is basically the cream of the crop in terms of the hundreds of nominations that we receive every single year for this award, narrowed down to a handful of people who will then determine an overall winner on the 29th of November in Johannesburg at the finale. So let's get into the finalists for this evening, and I'm going to begin with the finalist announcement for the 2018 Young Business Leader of the Year, which is presented by Lancaster University. This category recognizes professionals under the age of 35 who have not only reached a significant level of success in their careers, but are also making a difference in their community through their work.
The finalists for the Southern Africa Young Business Leader of the Year, presented by Lancaster University. Natalie Jabangwe, CEO, Eco Cash Zimbabwe. Vuyiswa Muchekwane, CEO, Southern Africa Institute of Black Property Practitioners. Yusuf Randera Rees, co-founder and CEO, the Awetu Project.
Thank you very much. We will see them representing the Southern Africa region in the All Africa finale on the 29th of November in Johannesburg.
The next award is one I'm quite excited to present. Of course, the female entrepreneurs still face a lot of challenges, such as limited access to financing, training, and business networks. In addition to that, there's the uncertain job market and fluctuating economies that are shared with their male counterparts. And that list can even be added to. There's a whole lot more, and I'm sure a lot of the ladies will agree in this room. But considering these additional burdens, it seems an imperative to recognize the achievements made by the businesswomen who have surmounted so many obstacles to attain professional success.
The finalists for the Southern Africa Businesswoman of the Year. Dr. Divine Simbi Ndlugula, Founder and Managing Director, Securico Security Services. Nomkita Ngwedi, CEO of Wealth, Investment Management and Insurance, ABSA Bank. Magda Verzitska, CEO, Signia Group. Catherine Lesaderi Letlachele, Group CEO, Botswana Insurance Holding Limited. Finalists for the Southern Africa Innovator of the Year. James Patterson, co-founder and CEO, Aerobotics. Grant Gibbs, Executive Director, Hippo Roller. Thembalihle Baloyi, Founder and Executive Director, Discovery Insure Limited. Courtney Bentley, CEO, Visibility Insight Africa.
I think before we kick off, I'd like to just give our entertainment for the dinner a huge round of applause.
Yeah.
I think you did a sterling job. Right, we kick off the rest of the evening with our next category, which is the Industrialist of the Year category, presented by the IDC. And who better to intro this particular category than with a message from the CEO of the IDC, Mr. Jeffrey Kwena. Let's take a look.
The IDC is a development finance institution. What we do is we finance businesses, either they be startups or expansions, or in some instances where people buy into existing businesses, so we'd fund those entrepreneurs with the hope that jobs will be created in the process, new industries are created, new capacities in South Africa, but also in the rest of the African continent. We as IDC would like to see the promotion of more industrialists so that we can help create new capacities. We can ensure that we support those who are into innovation. We also want to ensure that we bring in new players into the economy. The IDC is looking for people in the industrialist category in particular. We're looking for people who will come up with new ideas. We're looking for opportunities for new people. We're also looking for people who will come up with the developmental aspects. We're also looking for people who will ensure that their activities are inclusive, that there's a transformation element, and most importantly, which I'll repeat, is the job creation element, because we know we're coming at a space where the level of unemployment is high. It is important for us to recognize this in African industrialists, firstly to celebrate success, but also to show those who can be role models, but also to encourage those who have actually achieved, and most importantly is to give an opportunity to new players who in most probably will be competing with existing players who have been in that industry for long. The winner of this category will exemplify innovation, will exemplify industrialization, will exemplify inclusivity, will exemplify leadership, particularly in the sectors that they find themselves in. Well, the IDC does not only fund industrialists. We also fund companies, as I said, that are in existence, who want to grow, who would have been there already. We also fund, although on a smaller scale, communities, for an example, social entrepreneurs. We also fund those. So we fund right across the sector.
The finalists for the Southern Africa Industrialist of the Year, presented by the IDC. Andre de Ruyter, CEO, Nampak Limited. Quinton Uren, Managing Director, Jengamark Automation Pty Limited. Nana Sabelo, CEO and Executive Chairperson, Tata Ubega Manufacturing Pty Limited. Nelly Ngolise, Founder, Likwebe Innovation Consultants.
Entrepreneurs are fast becoming the backbone of the economy, and it is only befitting to acknowledge their bravery and their shrewd business acumen. A society is prosperous only to the degree to which it rewards and encourages entrepreneurial activity, because it is the entrepreneurs and their activities that are critical and are the determinants of the level of success, prosperity, growth, and the opportunity in any economy. Now, the following finalists know all too well that perseverance pays. And these richly talented entrepreneurs nominated tonight are none of them overnight successes. They've risked their own money. They have risked their own reputation. And all of this just to make their dream a reality.
The finalists for the Southern Africa Entrepreneur of the Year. Thembalihle Baloyi, Founder and Executive Director, Discovery Insured Limited. Colin Tafumane, Founder and Group CEO, L Escrow International. Dr. Thompson Mbinganjira, Group CEO, FDH Bank Limited.
Now, the AABLA initiative believes that companies committed to high standards of governance, corporate ethics, and social responsibility, including gender equity, are better positioned to meet the challenges and minimize the risks of operating in new global economies.
Africa's story is a story of the future and of growth and success. The future of the global economy is dependent on what will happen in this continent. Our future and our fortunes as Holland are intertwined with those of the continent. We are currently operating in 6 countries across the continent, operating more than 12 businesses. We are looking to grow our presence to more than 10 countries, operating more than 20 businesses. But obviously this would make sense if Africa as a continent continues to grow and her economy continues to develop. Initiatives like the All Africa Business Leaders Awards have a big role to play in recognizing and promoting the work that the private sector is doing in this continent. Our sponsorship of AABLA 2018 is not just about creating more opportunities for Holland. The idea of growing companies so that they can grow the economies and create more jobs is also perfectly aligned with our purpose, which is to enable more people to create and secure a better future. Thank you very much.
The finalists for the Southern Africa Company of the Year, presented by Hollard. Signia Group, Super Group, Standard Bank Group, and Growth Point Properties Limited.
Chairman, the Business Leader of the Year award has become a prestigious honor and one of the highest accolades to be presented in the All Africa Business Leader Awards. And previous winners of our next category include notable names such as Aliko Dangote, Asha Bobat, Michael Jordan, and Adrian Gore.
The finalists for the Southern Africa Business Leader of the Year: Alex Okosi, Executive Vice President and Managing Director, Viacom International Media Networks Africa. Norbert Sase, Group CEO, Growth Point Properties Limited. Peter Manfred, CEO, Supergroup. Dr. Thompson Binganjira, Group CEO, FDH Bank Limited.
The All Africa Business Leader Awards have always been about recognizing leadership of the continent, not only for the part that that leadership plays in growing economies, but also for what they give back and leave as a legacy. Now, the 2018 Southern Africa Philanthropist of the Year completes the AABLA lineup. In this undisputed category, when it comes to philanthropy, it's just one of those categories that you don't have a short list, really. It's individuals.
Sir Donald Gordon, the founder of the Liberty Life Group in South Africa and Liberty International, established the Donald Gordon Foundation, one of South Africa's largest and oldest private foundations. A South African by birth, Donald Gordon is the creator and financial benefactor of the Donald Gordon Foundation. He has also become a benefactor of British institutions and other charities, such as the Royal Opera House, the British Museum, the Welsh Millennium Centre, Sadler's Wells, and the Globe Theatre. The Donald Gordon Foundation directs its grant-making to those areas that it identifies as being of interest. The foundation currently makes grants on a selective basis to higher education institutions with a particular but not exclusive focus on business education, medical education and training, cultural affairs and the performing arts, conservation and the environment, and human welfare.
So there you have it, Philanthropist of the Year awarded to Sir Donald Gordon, founder of Liberty Holdings. And to receive this recognition, please welcome on stage Richard Gordon on behalf of Donald Gordon to receive this acknowledgement.
My name is Richard Gordon, as you've been already told, representing my father Donald and the Donald Gordon Foundation. It is due to health reasons that he cannot be here with us tonight. I feel honored to be accepting this award from the sponsors on behalf of my father and the foundation, which foundation has been making a difference to society for just short of 50 years. The foundation was formed in 1971 with the intention of giving worthy causes close to my father's heart. Broadly, it focuses on the following areas: education, care of the aged, hospital care and medical rescue, foundation upholding the South African Constitution, protection of human rights and achieving equality and social justice. Charity emphasizing on the well-beings of children and the youth. The foundation, as you've already been told, has some notable projects, to name a few: making the Donald Gordon Medical Centre possible, the ownership, development and management of this world-class teaching hospital, now falling under the University of the Witwatersrand. The development of the Gordon Institute of Business Science, being the internationally acclaimed campus of the University of Pretoria Business School, situated in Johannesburg. The financing and development of the Sandringham Gardens Old Age Home, Hospital Wing, and taking part in the ongoing management of all these facilities. The foundation will continue to support these worthy causes and social upliftment projects. Many thanks.
ladies and gentlemen, please join me once more in celebrating the 2018 Southern Africa finalists for the All Africa Business Leader Awards in partnership with CNBC Africa. And let us salute the stalwarts of Africa's industry.
Just to conclude that toast, I think let's congratulate everybody, and may your worldly accomplishments continue for many years to come.